Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily, aka WanderBlush here on YouTube, and today I am going to talk to you guys more about Accutane. Like I said in my previous video, if you have not watched it, the link will be down below. Please make sure you watch that first so you have all of the information that I've given out on my experience on Accutane, my skin journey, some before and after shots, and just some general knowledge about the process in general. General spads. Okay, sorry. But today I'm here to talk to you about the products that I've been using that I've found really helpful on Accutane, and I'm going to talk to you today. So today I'm going to talk to you about makeup, some skincare, and fashion that can actually help you during this process. So stay tuned and watch and enjoy and learn and put on your thinking caps and drink your coffee, because things are about to get weird. Not really. I'm going to start with skincare today because I think that makes the most sense to start right from the base of your skin. So, as I've said in many videos, I am obsessed with First Aid Beauty, and when I first started going to my doctor about Accutane, he was like, you could use my serums and my blah blah blah, and I was like, no. I don't know, I just felt like I have skin products at home that are very gentle, and I think that I'm going to give them a try before I kind of invest more money into something that I don't know how it will work. So I chose to stick with and found such amazing results from the First Aid Beauty line. You have heard me talk about this before. I'm freaking obsessed with First Aid Beauty. During the entire process of my Accutane, I have been using the face cleanser, which is just the cream cleanser, and it's super hydrating. It's so wonderful for sensitive skin. Not once have I ever washed my face and did it burn? Did it just feel like it was uncomfortable? It never made me break out. It takes off all the dirt and the grime and the makeup that I have. And I got it right before, about a month before I started Accutane, and it lasted me about probably 4.5 months, literally, because you use such a pea-sized amount, and it foams up so much and it cleanses your face completely. It is incredible. I highly recommend it. Once you are done washing your face, the next step is to moisturize. And again, the entire process of using Accutane, I have been using First Aid Beauty. You're going to hear me talk about that a lot, but you know what? It's worth it. I wish I had the moisturizer that I started with. I'll try to find a clip of it that I've used in other videos, and I'll put it in here. I started the process right at the end of August, and so it was still really hot and humid, so I wanted a light moisturizer that was really going to hydrate and be great for my skin. So I used the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Face Moisturizer. It is super lightweight. It is super effective. My skin felt wonderful on it, and I didn't feel too hot with it on. It wasn't like a thick cream. It lasted a good 3 months, and within the past month, maybe 2 months, I've been using the Ultra Repair Cream. This is awesome for the winter months because your skin is really just needing a lot of moisture. This has been really incredible. I use this on my hands. I use this on really parched areas of my skin. My face feels amazing when I use it. I love it so much, and it feels like you're wearing a mask, honestly. Like, it feels like you're wearing like a really hydrating mask, and it doesn't clog your pores. It's amazing. This is just really awesome. It really helps. The back of my hands are what really get dry, just in winter in general, and then with the Accutane on top of it, it's like so dry. Again, this video is not sponsored. I'm just saying this because these are the products that I use that I felt were really helpful for me during the process, and I watched YouTube videos to help me find what products to use. Next product I used and continue to use a lot is SuperGoop City something serum. This is an SPF. More than normal, you really have to protect your skin from the sun because you're just highly sensitive. And so this is SPF 30. It's really light, really awesome. It's a serum, so it's not thick like a cream, and you can put this underneath your makeup. Got all of these skin products from Sephora, but I really thought it was worth putting the investment in for good skin. I will buy higher brand skincare before I'll buy like higher brand makeup, to be honest. Like, If I can find the drugstore dupe, I'm gonna get it. But for skincare, I'm willing to put in a little bit more money just because my skin continue for it to look good, and that requires the higher end products. I'm willing to put that money in. I also put this on my hands as well because when I drive and when I work, my hands are really exposed to the sun. So I'll put this down my neck, I'll put it on my arms, and it feels like I'm very protected, and I never got a sunburn. Oh, I got a sunburn once, but I didn't put anything on. I do have drugstore in here as well for makeup and stuff like that. So once in a while during Accutane, for me, I mean, I think it happens a lot more often for other people because everybody's experience is a little bit different. I got some kind of like dry patches, which were like dead skin that I knew I could get off of my face if I was really careful. So I use really gentle exfoliators, maybe once, rarely twice a week. I just started reusing this Micheal Todd True Organics. It's the Jojoba Carbo Facial Scrub. This is an old bottle, but I really like this, and again, a little goes a really long way. It exfoliates, but at the same time it really nourishes your skin too. Your skin feels really smooth and silky afterwards, and it also detoxifies. Don't over exfoliate because you'll be miserable. I also use my Clarisonic. I have a Clarisonic too that I would use once in a while, and I wouldn't even use it for the allotted time of like 2 minutes. I would use it for like 10 seconds here, 10 seconds there, 10 seconds here, just on my T-zone, and then I felt like I was pretty good to go, and I got dead skin out of there. Battery's going to die. So next I'm on to like drugstore types of moisturizers. Basically, this entire process, I've been using this entire jug of Aveeno. I love Aveeno. I think Aveeno is really nice. It feels natural. It doesn't feel like there's lots of there's no scent in it, which is what I love. And I got the Skin Relief 24-Hour Moisturizing Lotion, which is perfect for really, really dry skin. It's therapeutic, dermatologist recommended. This has just been really great when I just feel so dry and I just need to nourish my skin for a long amount of time. I'll put it on right before I go to bed, slather it on my arms, on my hands, and it really does last forever, and I thought this was really helpful. Okay, so before my camera died, I was just about to start talking about a skincare product that I used during my process, especially when I was highly dry or something like that, or was irritated. I would use this Tarte Maracuja Oil, but this is just great that I would put it on right before I would go to sleep. It was just really nice to just like really soothe some super dry areas, like on my chin, around my nose, even under my eyes. I don't know if you're technically supposed to do that. I would do it, and it would just kind of like heal up some dryness during the night. What is happening? Is that cute? I don't even know. The kids are doing it. Just being a WanderBlushing fool. Okay, now that my hair is slightly back to normal, I am going to talk about some makeup. So this is a combination of things that I've used over the months of Accutane. I have both, what do I have? I have drugstore and slightly more expensive, like Sephora kind of stuff that I would use during the process. Mainly today I'm going to talk about lip products because that's the biggest difference I've seen in my skin and my face. So yes, I have a mixture of drugstore and higher brand kind of products for my lips that I've used and that I recommend for people who are going on Accutane. I needed just lots of lip balm and stuff like that didn't have coloring to it, and just amazing. So the best thing that I used during this entire period, and I'm just running out now, and I'm really sad because I kind of don't have a reason to get another one, is the Sugar Advanced Therapy lip treatments by Fresh. This stuff is amazing. Number one, everything feels like butter on your lips from this stuff. It is made with sugar, and the sugar is what brings the air and the oxygen to your lips and through your products, so it's better than using beeswax like with most other lip balms that are on the market. Range from like $23 to $25, which is a freaking lot for a lip balm, but no, this is the kind of thing, another investment type of product, which if you know it's really going to help your skin and your lips, I recommend it. Literally, there's just a little, there's some left in there. I use like a little scoop and I just take some out and I put it all over my lips, and even when my lips were like super dry, like around it, I would put it I would just kind of smear it all over my face right before I would go to bed. I also got it in the berry color. I mean, there's so much of this left, so I'm really pleased with it. So that's what it looks like in the tube. And this was just a really nice color. It's like pretty sheer, but it was just enough color to give my lips a little bit of life on days where I really couldn't. There are days when like I have a lot of dead skin. I still have it, but it's shielded right now from my distance from the camera, and also by the lip product I'm using today, which I will show you. It would get to a point where it's like I had dead skin around my lips. Sorry, it's going to be a little gross. Dead skin around my lips, and the lip product would just kind of like gather in those dead skin areas, and it was really gross. Or I would get like that kind of, I call it the white trash line, where it's like it would just be all around here and there would be no color here. Like for some reason, I can't still really hold color like right here on my lip. And it gets me so mad because it just like all kind of migrates to the edges of my lips and it just looks really gross. The other lip treatment I've been using is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Lip Therapy. This is also really, really nice. I can slather this everywhere on my lips, and it really helps to repair. Now overnight I have been using, a lot of the times I will use a lip mask, and it is by Bite, and the packaging looks super gross right now because it just kind of wore away. But this is awesome. This is their Agave mask, and it's really, really thick. You're not supposed to use Vaseline on your lips. It kind of coats the skin that it covers so infections and other things won't come in. But this kind of has the texture of Vaseline, but still allows moisture to come in, and it's really been great. And a little goes such a long way, and this stuff stays. And my lips the next morning, they definitely do feel refreshed, and they do feel hydrated and better. And on days when I really couldn't deal with like the dead skin, I will use the Mint Julips lip scrub by Lush. This stuff is great. It's really refreshing. You can just, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but you just like put it on your lips and you kind of like rub it into your lips to get all the dead skin cells out. Again, it's sugar, so it brings oxygen in, and then takes out away the dead skin cells, and you can wipe your lips after, you can lick your lips after, which is usually what I do because it's an excuse to just eat sugar. When you're on a diet, all you want is sugar, am I right? Granola. Now, I have been talking nonstop about Sephora products that I've been using, but it's like, this whole process I really have not been able to wear lipsticks, and so I decided, you know, I'm not going to invest in like nice lipsticks right now because I can't wear them, and all you want to do when you get makeup is like to wear it immediately. Like, am I right? Am I right? Am I right? I went back to some old favorites that I have, and I have a couple of new favorites of, the main lip things I've been using are very like thick lipstick gloss kind of things right now. But these definitely were my top favorites and are kind of my top favorites in general. I loved and continue to love the Maybelline Elixirs. This one is caramel infused, brownish pink. I mean, that's kind of the nude color I always go for, but I love it. It's pretty high pigmented for a gloss. The other products I use for my lips on Accutane are the Rimmel Showoff lip lacquers. Lip lacquers are awesome because they are moisturizing, they are high pigmented, and they still make it look like you took a lot of time on your lips. Now, I wore it for my my holiday video, but this is freaking amazing. Look at that pigment. It's incredible. And also, it's got a really nice shine to it. And yeah, you have to reapply these, but this was just my go-to red for the holiday season because it looked good on my lips even when I wasn't having a good lip day. This one is in 400 Big Bang. Like I said in other videos, in London they're called the Apocalypse, and that's a much cooler name than Showoff. Like, what? The names of the products don't make sense when it's called a Showoff. Like, I mean, Apocalypse. Come on. Come on, Rimmel! But this is a more berry dark purpley shade, which is really nice. That is so not cute. That is the worst swatch I've ever done. And I have one more, which is more of a nude. This just kind of, oh, look at that. Such a good color. And today, I also really loved using the Just Bitten by Revlon. This is the 001 Honey. This is one of my favorites. It is just beautiful. It is another pinkish nude color, and I'm wearing it today, so it looks quite pink today. Another terrible, what kind of beauty guru am I? Am I one? I don't know. To be honest and say, I never really found that great, the perfect foundation for me during this process. I kept looking and just never knew. I got samples of different Bobbi Browns and Becca and all these different samples of a foundation, but none of them really felt good, and they never made my skin look too great, and they didn't give me the right shade, and it was just a little bit of a mess. So I just kind of stuck to the drugstore stuff that I used, but still I don't even want to recommend them because I don't think they looked great with Accutane. My skin didn't get so dry that I couldn't wear powder foundations, so I really stuck to my Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation. This, I talked about this back in the springtime. This is just a really nice powder foundation. It's got this little spongy kind of net that keeps all the product in. Stuff goes a really long way. And I am in the, I mean, when I got this is the shade light to medium beige. I think I'm a tad lighter now because, you know, I'm not tan anymore. It lets my skin breathe. I'm still able to cover things up with concealer. So my holy grail item that I use during Accutane and continue to use, and I think I will always use it, is the NARS Creamy Concealer. This stuff, this stuff has been amazing. It has covered up the blemishes that I've had. It has lightened up the circles under my eyes. This stuff has been awesome. It lasts so long. I love the texture. I love the consistency. The only thing I don't love about it is that, like, it's really hard to get all the product near the end, but I have my ways. But this is my second tube, so it also like lasted a long time, like at least 6 months it lasted me. And I'm still using it. It's just in my handbag. And I am in the shade medium 1 custard, and it's just really been really great because it covered up any moment that I was like, okay, this Accutane is like not cute right now on my skin. I'm using it today and I think it's just awesome, and this is a must for people going through Accutane. It's just, it is so good. So when you're on Accutane, it's probably not a really great idea to use a lot of powders. Yes, I talked about the powder foundation. If you're using a powder to really set things, like a lot of makeup that you already have on, I found that it just didn't look as good. So when I use this, I definitely pair it with a setting spray. And my setting spray that I am true to and I love until I find something better is the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray for oil control. I mean, at this point the oil control doesn't really matter right now, but the fact that this has just been awesome. It just kind of gave my skin that dewy effect even when I was wearing, I mean, today I'm wearing this plus this and I have a pretty dewy effect right now and I like it. It's like not greasy looking. You'll find that when you're on Accutane and your skin is dry, your makeup does stay longer throughout the day, which is awesome, but then at the same time, like, it feels dry and irritated sometimes. So a setting spray is also really nice to kind of like cool it down throughout the day. The last makeup item that I have to talk about today is, there were lots of days where I felt like my skin looked pretty dull, and so I really liked using highlighters, and the highlighter that I use the most is Soft and Gentle by MAC, and this is just really, really nice and really just brought life to my skin, and just like, look at that glow. It's like so pretty. I'm wearing it today. You can see just the shine of it, and it just makes your skin look like it's glowing and it's alive. And even when I'm dry and, you know, crackly, like, this kind of brought light to the best areas of my face and highlighted them. And then this. Finally, water. Water is your best friend when on Accutane and in life, so just take a knee and drink it up. I'm gonna try, what is this? I'm gonna try to drink all this right now. Fast forward. Straight vodka. So my last thing to talk about today is some fashion things. So since you can't go in the sun, and I started this process in the summer, and a lot of people might be in the midst of it in the summer. In the winter, I mean, in the winter you can just cover up and layer, and with the polar vortex, you're basically just like covering up anyway. So make sure to cover up your face with a scarf if it's really windy, because windburn sucks. I got it on New Year's and it was like not cute. But in the summertime, and when you're just in any really sunny climate, I really recommend hats, baseball caps, but a lot of the time I went for the floppy hat. And I finally found more post-Christmas and I'm obsessed with them. This one is from Target. I love it. It was super cheap, really affordable, and just the perfect shape for my head at least. I love it. And this one, I wore this one probably the most. I got this from BP from Nordstrom's like 2 years ago, and then it came in fashion, so they knew I was wearing it. These are awesome for just covering up just the right amount of your face and keeping your skin protected from the sun. You kind of feel like you're in coven, which is awesome. And then when I traveled to South Carolina, I got this hat, which is a big floppy hat. This is from Anthropologie, and this really covered up my face in the sun. Cute. Because the sun is harsher in the south. I mean, it's not like I was in the Bahamas when I was on Accutane, which was good. You know, this covered up just enough, and it actually even covered up some of my shoulders as well. In the summer and fall time, kimonos, aside from just being one of my favorite fashion things in general, kimonos were my best friend on Accutane because they were really light and comfortable, but they covered up all of my arms so I could still wear the dresses and be cute and not feel like I was covering myself up, but also like it's covered up my chest and things that were just exposed to the sun that I didn't even realize. So got it at I said it before, I got this at just like a little boutique called like Apricot Lane. The brand is Sis, they might have a website. And this is just light and it's airy and it's cute and I could wear it with so many things. And I could wear it outside and feel like I wasn't going to burn to death. Like a vampire. Basically, my fashion is vampire chic. So guys, during the length of this video, I've talked about makeup, skincare, and my hair has fallen to one side, and I've been on the phone, and cameras have died, like videos have died, and camera cards have been eaten up, so I guess I'm done now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. And if you have any other questions down below, please leave a comment. I hope that this was helpful to you. I will see you in my next video. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. And write in the comment section anything you do so please. Again, I will have things linked down below, either other videos where I talk about the products or the products that I mentioned today. Also, none of this is sponsored. These are all things that I bought on my own. And if you would like to follow me on social media, I have an Instagram, a Twitter, Pinterest account. Those are the ones I mainly use. I also have Facebook, but... Alright guys, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace, love, subscribe. Alright, bye weirdos.